At 4 a.m. on a chilly May morning, the darkness was interrupted by an incredible sound and a spectacular sight. Thousands upon thousands of men, women, children, and even dogs came together at 20 locations across Ireland to support Pieta House, the suicide and self-harm crisis centre. Their aim was to run or to walk 5 kilometres, starting in darkness and finishing as dawn was breaking, showing solidarity with those who have lost loved ones and giving hope to those in difficulty. The event is symbolic of the work of Pieta House, bringing people from the darkness into the light. In the Phoenix Park, an incredible 7,000 people gathered at the starting line. In Galway, thousands more walked along the magnificent coastline.
Many of you are here because someone you loved has died. Each year I tell you that people who have died are walking beside you, but you know what? They're walking ahead of us. It is because of them that we as a country are coming out of the dark and into the light.
In Limerick, heavy rains did nothing to deter the 6,000 people who turned out to share in this unique experience. Again, in Dungarvan, unbelievable crowds gathered at the start line.
Shoulder to shoulder, we're walking the journey with people, showing our support to try and turn this tide.
The work that Pieta House does is unbelievable, and it's just amazing to see so many people out in the middle of the night. The message behind it is very, very important, and I think in years to come they'll remember a night like this forever.
Well, I think the symbolism of tonight is really powerful, walking from the darkness into the light. I think this is a great family event, it's a great way of raising money, but it has a very powerful and poignant message behind it all, and I think that's something that we will all be thinking about and remembering.
Everybody struggles, everybody has difficulties to deal with, and just to talk, and that's the whole purpose of Pieta House. It's not going to be the big taboo to say, oh, I'm not so good at the moment, or I could do with someone to talk to. So it can only grow and grow and grow. The response has been phenomenal, and next year if every person who's walked brings another person, there's no limit to what we can achieve.
Pieta House has helped over 8,000 people since it first opened 7 years ago. With new centres opening every year, their aim is to have a Pieta House within 100 kilometres of everyone in Ireland. Pieta House receives 90% of its funding from donations and from events like Darkness into Light.
I don't think there's probably a family in Ireland that's not affected by suicide, and I think for us there's something personal with it, you know. So that's probably one of the main reasons.
It affects everybody. Knows somebody whose family it has affected if it hasn't affected them personally, and I think if you make people aware of it and make people aware that people are suffering.
Well, I have a very personal close friend who's affected by suicide, quite recently actually at Christmas, so I'm walking for her today.
It's great to see so many people here, but it's also sad to see how many people are affected by what happens as well. But it's such a great turnout there now today.
There's a certain atmosphere because everybody is in the same boat, whether it be nieces, nephews, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters. Yeah. But everybody, you can feel the warmth and the love when you're walking. You can feel it.
We came along, it's my brother's 10th anniversary this year, and you can just see the hope in so many people's eyes, you know, and so many people here for the same reason.
With running costs of €2.5 million a year, Pieta House now needs your help more than ever. A huge thank you to the 35,000 men, women and children who took part in Darkness into Light this year.